Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of Anniversaries here at Blue and Gold Illustrated. Today, Andrew Owens and Lou Samoji will look at the October 12th, 1929 game between Notre Dame and Navy. An interesting game for a number of reasons, Lou. Probably the most of all was because Knute Rockne, during a sideline scrum, got a little banged up and later developed some health issues and had to coach on a stretcher.
Well, actually, I wasn't at the game, contrary to belief like that. But he had actually gotten involved in a sideline skirmish there, sort of like Charlie Weiss against Michigan in 2008, where he got injured pretty badly there. And he couldn't even make the Navy game that season in Baltimore. He developed a case of phlebitis, and there was some fear that it could even endanger his life. And you know, sometimes today we talk about, gosh, all these things that go wrong for Notre Dame. Why does this always happen? This has happened since the beginning of time. Whether it's 90 years ago, 50 years ago, 20 years ago, there's always going to be some form of adversity. That's indigenous to if you're going to run a football program. And that season, not only did that happen to Rockne in the opener, where he couldn't even make the trip to Baltimore for the Navy game, but in addition, Notre Dame Stadium was under construction, so they could not have any home games that year. They had to make 3 trips to Chicago's Soldier Field, you know, almost as a de facto home game, but Baltimore and every place else. And eventually, that became the only team in college football history to win a national title while never playing on its home field.
And maybe the last. We'll see
I'm guessing it's going to be the last as well. Notre Dame did end up, and Rockne's at home listening on the radio to the game, and one of the first plays of the game, Navy returns a pick 6 for a touchdown, and up 7-0 quickly, and Notre Dame ends up rallying behind quarterback Frank Corridio. He throws a touchdown pass, plus he also intercepts a pass when they play both ways, and sets up the game winner to make it 14-7. So all's well that ends well there.
You hear so many times when a player is suspended how, you know, people ask them how difficult was it to watch the game. I can't even imagine as a coach being at home and having to listen to the game and having no control over it.
Yeah, I mean, this happened many times with Frank Leahy as well for injuries. Moose Cross used to replace him on the sideline as the acting coach. We saw that happen with Lou Holtz about 20 years ago, where he had to have neck surgery, and Bob Davie took over as the acting coach, and the new athletics director, Mike Wadsworth, was so impressed with how he performed on the side, he said, you know what, we can hire that guy here someday like that. So that's how things transpire and develop.
Well, a timeless aspect indeed in college football, and that does it for us this week here on Anniversaries. We'll be back next week. For Andrew Owens, Lou Samoji, we'll see you then.